Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I decided to do another bath and body day. I don't know if anybody been holding the schedule on me these days, but I've been trying to do that unique way, that bath and body way. One of the beloveds on these topics we pushing out. I think those beloveds who's consciously aware of the redirection, of the reprogram, of the resensory, of the frequency and touch that has become over for reasons, right? Purpose. Unselfish and radical. Radical in being selfless, right? The radical part being the one biggest part is having the beauty of voices that probably would never think that they be heard on a scale of this magnitude. You know what I'm talking about? And if so, didn't think that they'd be in a transition or with it being effective and have a bigger purpose. You know what I'm talking about? That their little wheel of life would be so meaningful in the bigger aspect of the wheel. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I don't know, these times we gotta call this something, don't y'all? What you think? Bath and body been good, but starting to get deep, you know what I'm talking about? Like, beyond my flesh. That sounds good. What y'all think about that? Beyond my flesh. As we go beyond the flesh, you know what I'm talking about? But I was talking more like, we've been living in a cruel world at some time and point, when we see the shiny things, but then the shiny things, the galore, the dullness, when it, is a shiny, when it takes the clothes off behind the closed door, you know what I'm talking about? So that's what the prognosis of the prescription brought along, not by me, but by others, that the underground would come up above the ground to symbolize that unclothing. Don't that make sense? So, balance. See what I'm talking about? One can't throw the stone at the other without the other throwing the stone right back and saying, what you throwing the stone for? Because yours is covered, mine ain't. We make sense over here, bro. But in that, not to be doing that, pointing the finger of who that and all that stuff, but those voices that in the back of the ground days, it's a wonderful thing to be this age and in between, and then still connect a little bit, I don't know how much, I see sometimes with the youth, when you say stuff like warrior, we understand serious, right? But it was serious his whole point, you know what I'm talking about? Was the whole point of that movie. Bam. That right there resonate with some folks, you know what I'm talking about? Like back then, we might have been on a growth of destruction in the moment and the movement and where the actions went, because it was, so much ingredients put in there for us to be gorillas in the midst, rather than the Caesars that we missed us to be, walk on all twos, proverbially. You know what I'm talking about? Can't fault ourselves on all this, man. With the clan, the race has been through so much, man, more than others and all this stuff. We don't raise our hand for it. But it's the wise understanding of, why you are it. Who Remy talking to? You know? So from the depths and the gutters and things like that they want to put us in, you know, like Paige saying so many. What have we not been through, beloved? Come on now. Write it down. What's the list? In the 5 years that we exist in this thing, we done learned so much. What has not killed me has done what? Stop playing. And it's not just the strength, it's the beauty within the strength. You watch one, why you don't watch many? You've been through the same strength, same struggle. That's what you do. Push your envelope forward, your journey. I need my journey to be seen. No, it's not to be seen. Don't equate it like that. It's to be told. You tell me. The eyes outside analyzing the journey will be the determination whether it's to be seen, because your journey might overlook somebody else's journey. You never know. You understand what it goes? What's the importance of it? It's not somebody telling you they better or anything like that. It's just they're so inhabited that we have to be different with it in so many ways. It cannot be a formula that can be carbon copied, because then who's going to have the pace of it? Who's going to ensure the power structure and abuse of it is balanced? Bro say too many hands in the cookie jar, man. Shh. We fighting for the cookies. Hands getting stuck. There's hands in it. Serious? But it's just to organize. Because it's also to teach us though, because we understand that our power is so powerful, but can our power outpower what we trying to powerfully do? That's all it is. That's all it's shine here for, beloved. We powerful. You're going to start getting leadership and being leadership like the realm say. You the one, you bad. You the gold. You the gold that can walk on the surface at all times. What's your purpose going to be? Can you rebuild at that time? Ain't nothing going to be in your way but yourself. See how this go? What's our purpose going to be, man? Lady, woman. But these one things we got to do when we understand, we got to break these cycles of how we hate on each other and hate ourselves. Not understanding the more importance of ourselves. Lord knows if anything I've done up to now, I hope everybody see I try to show the importance of yourself. Because if we can't do that, it makes the build hard. All hands on deck, you know what I'm talking about? There's also much in the sense of we have to take back what was lost from them. You know, they never had a guide wheel or a guard wheel or anything. We was too busy. We was too fast on that right wheel, on the circus wheel. We've lost touch with our babies and where they at. We got functional apps and everything that can pinpoint where they at and da-da-da. But you ask one of us out here who got a smartphone, but the phone being smarter than us. Hey, whoa, let me call her. When you can track her right there. We got all kinds of other apps, casino, gambling, this, that app, XXX app, woo. The horn's been blowing, beloved, they want your children. If it's for whatever reason for the organs to stay alive a little longer, understanding what this realm doing, would you be mad at them? Understand this? As difficult sometimes it is to comprehend. These are special times that the human being going into. Think about that. But they set you off for not thinking about that with all the side shows and high shows and this shows and that show. Distract us from doing the simple things. It's hot as hell outside. What you doing? Still sitting in some hot ass water. Don't fool me. Stay climatized at a high level. at 100 degrees is gonna be the norm. What you gonna do? Low blow be a house. Hey ninja. Some is. Some is. Cause the skin I jumped in. Some is. Some is. Whoa. Some is. Now we find out what skin I jumped in. Some is. So far out. Some is. Cause the skin I jumped in. This gonna change the paradigm we in. Parallel with the grind, you gonna understand, yo, what this really mean. Whoa. With the skin I jumped in. You see him? New things gonna be industrialized. Strength, man, we're gonna have to utilize. Vision on that other side, you and I. Left and right looking, yo, that's not good enough for now. It's a emphatic roll stream, swelling bright, echoing energy, yo. You gotta look low and high. It's real life, it's peripheral. It's no different, cause I'm telling you, it's jiffy, yo. Cause the skin I jumped in, different. We walking, different. Cause the skin I jumped in, is it burning now? Is it burning now? Past the suntan lotion, even for me it's chocolate motion. Found myself out here melting to that white meat. Whoa, that shit is critical. Can they see? 1, 3, down. But we're gonna be alright though. A lot of us didn't go across that water for no reason to understand what we're doing. But plus you can look in the mirror, you're gonna be alright. You see black folks over there melting? You ain't heard the news say one thing, cause you know it be popping out. Hey, beloved, it is gotten so hot in the diaspora that the people are just popping off, disappearing like popcorn. They be showing you there, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Why? The pollute the water. I mean, the pace, slow the pace. Birth rate. What's the rate? Something like. But now, and like we still trying to get it. I was trying to get a steady blood flow from them, like I was getting on some stuff in their veins from them. But I can't even stand it out here. How I'm gonna experiment on folks that I can't even stand out here? I'll tell you something. Folks out there just getting shiny, jumping higher. They don't get dehydrated. Do you see how much their body need water? Oh, you don't want that much water. They drink a glass of water and that lasts them all day. And whatever heat it is, you see that? That's 140 prime tall 7 foot to the long tree meat. And then you got them small shrinking Adobe. Yeah, they like to swing they. Whoa. And then you got them little bitty itty bitty. Whoa. Adobe. They like to swing it. Okay, your area. 2 diamonds around and you got it pierced, no. Swing them for me. Swing them for me. Why we got it stripping? Oh, no. They got them ready. The villain now. Let me stop. Mr. Rogers. Bath and Body. So the encouragement prescription is real talk. Elder so right, Remy Elder so right about the Atlantis mindset coming back. We can contribute a lot of this understanding because before So Many, Two came and we looked at their music and quality of how they brought it. And such an erratic and like freeing, prideful, but so different and unique, but catered to just exactly what we need and the balance of it. You know what I'm talking about? That's Outkast. You know what I'm talking about? We get into it for sure. Before that, so much of a Tribe Called Quest keeping it right where the fly of this means and the feathered beings need to be seen. And the poetic, yeah, we'll give it to them. African Bombarded, Grandmaster Flash, the greasiness, Rakim, so many we give it to for keeping it raw and soulful right from the heart so we didn't know. We wouldn't abandon, we would go and drift off, beloved, to occupy other things like Dr. Usay, you know what I'm talking about, in the other body, to entertain for the other body, you know what I'm saying? Something like throw them off a little bit, quirky, dirky world, you accept it. Because be honest with yourself, if we came strong and kept strong with these afros on them days, all through on that train, platform changing to something else, man. Fools out here skating, come on now. Fashion bubbling. You see how this go? You cows. We really are. To a point where the acceptance wasn't acceptable at that rate. Understand what I'm saying? See, back in the day, you gotta understand that JFK, that's the extraordinary thing about that family I see. They wasn't scared of that, yo. They embraced that. Real talk. They embraced that. They wanted to be among you. That's why they could be among you in Chicago, going all over places and stuff, and congregate among you, asking you for your vote and stuff like that. Treat you like people, man. Real talk. I ain't trying to say your president today the best and all that stuff, because we all can weigh the scale. But the thing about it, would you be able to get on the other scale, those of us who's trying to weigh the scale against one? Because he hold that type of DNA and pedigree to me. Real talk. Real talk. The past, so much dictate our history. So much of it prescribed to be going redundant in 20 patterns and 25 and 33 degrees. We understand it. If not, yeah. Keep Emotion is general. A history book that has a telling that can be fairy or fiction to your wisdom of understanding for the next generation as the wheel comes through for the next roller coaster. We must leave breadcrumbs and not steal the whole scene. Come on now. You think I understand that? I'm the one who got the man behind the curtain. Like, what? Open up my dream. They know. Yeah. Cause we know. They know. We forgot who they come from, bro. Since they know. Cause we know. We just make it out here complex, but we know. Ain't no love in war when they black and white chick, they both fighting at their war, yo. Move your queen, I move my queen too. She move your queen, I move my king move well. My pawn do what I do. Bishop on road, say he's got some schemes, yo. Do it in the Porsche, damn sure. Do that physical. He got a family too, France, you, Luxembourg, who he working for? Spain Queen come through. Just been that angle all this time trying to show you. Now they say I know nothing about history, who knew? But they know. What we don't know. What we don't know about critical history kills you. They know. What we don't know. What we don't know about critical history kills you. This ain't no joke. It's for real. You think we trying to make you scholars of the scripture? Yeah, nah. There's some universal rules, laws, justice with it. Oh, you can bow down if you want to. Stay literal, literacy, literary. That's how Saddam had them knocked in their head, literally. Dang no. Don't you see too? Trying to break this communist chain off of you. Dang no. You powerful with it. Your brain is equipped. But dang no. Dang no. You brought Most High in. You brought Most High in. Dang no. I'm trying to tell you, beloved. Dang no. They've been using your melon, yo. Pill over here, sleep over here, Z's over here, 10 right here. Cause dang now. The ball in your court. Play like it ain't if you don't want to. But we gotta do right with it, that's all. Be right in the brain with it. We here to build. We builders. If you here today, you functioning, you thinking on the level, and you equating with the frequency that people are tuning into, no matter what it is, you know, our lives we peering in at the millions. Don't think it ain't. You're supposed to be here for a reason. And we just keep encouraging so much. You know, we do the bath and body, so many of them push the herbs, eating right, stuff like that. You know it's working because you see the things that orchestrate against that. You know, talking about the shut out, the blockage, this and that, not to be a problem. But so much strength behind it, man. Alright? Old money. I want to believe like Rothschilds, just old folks you never see before, never known before. Love the position of humanity in which his way is going. Might have a prescription about in 2019, gave somebody some leeway to do some things, but they didn't turn the tide. I'm trying to tell you out here. Why? Because it benefits the human beings. Please, beloved, listen to me. You are no different in the same position as you see. Many of you won't take a look at these places, monasteries and things like that, at these high places where they had to build so high because of the destruction that Satan brought along, but Most High allowed because Most High was tired of some of the foolery that was going on with us. This is just what it is. Those who got saved understood how to build up high, understood how to adapt to the environment, escape the orbs until they got flushed out. You're talking about floods and stuff. That's what got flooded and so many. Big old giants naps that was made stuff. And that's no symbol to, well, it isn't so much in the depths of the day because of your moment, but it's another different type. It's an intelligence. It's a form of intelligence that's graphied off of your intelligence and bred it with your intelligence. That's what makes it intelligent. Don't ever forget that, because it graphed off and anything that fought off the Umbundai and the Dogai and anything out of the Atlantis and things like that, was graphed out like that. Yeah, you crazy. Yeah. The form of intelligence. That will start becoming back though, because what I was relating to too is so if you can't find your memory, your Akashi within you, because so many of you are scientists, so many are everything that this earth needed before we made it something, called it a name, put a description to it, you was already there. You better understand that. And you're looking at intelligence, or you carrying pouches and stuff like that, shifting your head and stuff like that. You was already intelligent. You knew exactly what to do. You just didn't have to do much of it. And I'm gonna show you why, how you know that today. Many of us are lazy, and it's not a lazy, it's a damn, I'm tired of the same mundane ass thing. And youngest tell me, the work that you do, used to, you're the people that built the pyramids, you're the people that were mystics, you're the people of Atlantis and stuff like that. So what type of work do you think you really was doing? See, there you go. It was more Yodas, more brains. And if you wasn't the Yodas and brains starting off of the 23, 24, whatever it was in the magical, then you were the offsprings of it, the extensions of it, so you was even more brainy. Less fleshy, you was learning that. Okay, so now what you're asked to do today is you're becoming less fleshy. What does that mean? We're not eating because we're starving. We're eating because the need to eat, to sustain. So I'm talking about to become less fleshy. So your cravings of hamburgers, pinky candies, all this extravagant stuff that we didn't qualify to, that we didn't made, we didn't train. Listen to me. You didn't train your test buds to love now, because you was born with it. That's all it is. Once we get back to food is good for us and da da da, it's supposed to taste nasty. So, but you'll start to enjoy it because of the what it'll be able to do with the turnabout. What it'll be able to do. This is what we have. And you're not, you ain't got to. Someone saying, well, what if we don't work? Because there's always an if and when, but it's your willpower. But the God of the Most High's will right now is for all of us to, is if you don't think, let's put it this way. If right now today and you got a little weight on your line, you don't feel a little uncomfortable going out in here, 104, 116, 120, woo, and it's going to get hotter, then what do you think going to happen to you later on? So what you don't want to do is make the sun melt you all the way down. Get out there with the sun and help that sun work with you. It's a reciprocate. Sun loves it. Who out there can lie and say the sun don't love? It's children. And that mean everybody. See, y'all thought I was gonna stop at them chocolate bars. Snickers. No, just cause it got hips and gravy on it. You better ask them Arabs out there. Some of them Arabs out Middle East out there stay more in the sun than some of you black folks. Stop playing out there. See what I'm talking about? You play with your mind out there. They know how to. They know the secret sauce to it. They don't be walking running in the house talking, I'm gonna burn my skin up. They better not. They know they gotta walk look at that propane in that same 150. Ain't nobody catching no rides around here. Stop playing. There's layers to this game down here. Is that saying something? It's layers to this game down here. Now I'm gonna be real. This is the same opportunity for some men in the human race. You harbor a lot of hate against vanilla folks. You might want to get that right now. This is that window effect opportunity because you're supposed to be operating on who you're supposed to be. Not worrying about the past and what happened to us, because that's what's being asked of the number one conduit that come through. So if I could do this and break this curse on this, we all got to step up. Especially if I sit up and tell you in my journey, that's why the journey had to be told and I sold like that. I got scolded as a little kid by a white man, hateful white man, Big Spring, Texas, what it is. But you know what? That same time, I can use the same example, step up and say, that's against everything we believe in, Shelman family. Everything we believe in, that is against. We got to move. We got your son over here. He done shine light on himself. We're gonna put him in some positions and stuff, see what he can handle and stuff. Quarterback. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Because Coach Judy seen me, my father and everybody else, man. We could have tore that little place up real talk. The family I got, yeah, they ignorant. Sisters and all. Aunties, everybody ignorant. Who don't got to know how to use a gun? But the light prevailed, they knew what they had. They understood. They understood. Proud of the accomplishment, shedding light on something. So many little black boys, it's no different than MLK. And I put myself in that little town or saying, damn, Sean can do that, I can. So much spread out of there, you know what I'm talking about? We've been asked to activate in our prime activation, beloved. That's what this is all about. That's what transforming and all that stuff is about. Think about it. We can bring them old sedative ways back. What we call them there, Rod? Titans, right? The Titans, with the old gods. And in that, some of the things what hurt us in being the old gods is we bring so much of that resonation of hatred within us that we never quail within ourselves. So we pass that along our bloodline. And that's not fair. But then it is fair because we don't want our bloodline to ever forget what happened to us, because then that unfairness creeps up again, and then we really see what not being fair can be, because we lack the history of when we were not being fair. It's double-edged sword, beloved, I know. That's why the quell of it is so much of, we put it in our history, in our museums. We activate it. That is one of the things as a academic and the academic learning base that we go through, that will be something that the students will have to go through, is these museums in so many ways. You know what I'm talking about? Resurrect their thinking, give them real teaching. Let them see. Keep going, pretty boy. Sometimes I know our difficulties are who gonna start, who gonna do, son. We need a leader. No, you don't. I ain't need no leader to activate me, just me, yo. Now, I ain't trying to minimize me and say, but Sean, you know, you got answers, solutions within and stuff like that. Yeah, but ain't no good if nobody else activate on their individual basis and stuff. If the frequency is static, no flow, busted. A capital-wise decision, rather than a monument decision for society that we all gonna be feeling good about it. Don't it feel better when you feel good inside about who you are and know who you are, and you got a little bit, abundance, assets, whatever. You can do more with it, more wisely with it. So imagine a society, this is where you entrepreneurs get your back and your billions you get your back too, because you're not in a society to elevate themselves. No, it might not be to the point where, you have to reinvent too and recreate, because the old way of doing things and the old things we buy in bulk, it don't have no necessity, but that's not to say that going forward, man, so much. Because the mind is going to elevate to want to do so much and grow so much and build so much in different facets and ways that there's the creation of where you're at, how you did it before. Just replanting, rebuilding the blueprint on top of whatever it is. We cannot fool ourselves, beloved. We talk so much about Rome, but what was Rome built on top of? When was everything built on top of? Something that was already here to be something. We just outlasted. Come on now, here we are. Stop being scared of the fear that what we fearing. We fearing ourselves for what? The possibilities. You know what the fear is, the real fear? If we can get over the hump of, oh, the white man did this. Dang. Oh, the black man no. See what I'm talking about? The fear of what's gonna set what's race in front of which, or what politic or this or that. The fear of that. Will we be left out? There's no way. There's no way. Especially when you analyze both sides. That's the only way we're gonna make it with both sides. All sides. All sides. Too long we've been able to operate in the half brain, half sphere. Half of us over here, half of us over there. You see, you understand. Collective now, beloved. You still gonna have your sides. You still got your blue, your red, your blue, your green, and all this and that, who you identify, but it just magnifies, okay, yeah, you're gonna have something to talk about going forward. Like, yeah, we once was. Yeah, it once was stagnant. Yeah, it once was a blockade. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, maybe fit. I don't fit. The prominence of the major religions, elevating in spiritual tone, wanting leadership, to exert that leadership, influence that leadership, and a peace be upon you, right? Many of us embedded with hateful hearts and understand the turnabout of them hateful hearts and what they can do. I equate that I'm very aware of being able to tell the difference from those who hate to be tolerant and coexist compared to those who want to coexist in their fashion too and have so much to offer inside of their unique practices. It's no different, beloved. One point in time, our alternative lovers wanted to be able to be seen, have a voice, be able to matter. They want the right to vote. They want the right to marriage. They want the right to be. The same with the trans and everybody else that's coming in this loop. Why would it be any different? So we ruffle our feathers sometimes, unnecessary. Hope that we see them. As if we know the laws that are on books. Everybody knows the laws that are on books. Follows the laws on books, but you don't. You're not here. This is the United States first. So that changed. Yeah. We must activate some compass on the world that we're going to need to build to sustain. Ask yourself some questions on this. Why is it difficult to fix infrastructure that we've lived amongst 75 such years ago? Why is it difficult? Why is it hard to find positions that 30, 40, that's the purpose of this too. We let people stay in these positions. Great. They're great. They do great. But in there, the fabric of what they call it, apprenticeship, we lose that. We lose that because we're abusing the power. So really the apprentice, not all, should fit we're out doing all kinds of other stuff or abusing power and stuff like that, should be paying attention to the power. Yeah, but fell asleep because the power should be out there like 30, 40 years. They ain't never getting out that seat. Somebody eventually stops learning because they think they know it all. But we understand how life is. Shoot, every decade something changed, right? Every 10 decades, something like that. A red, a religion, a law, or something. So we get highlighting that glamour life and stuff like that. And the apprentice is looking at the seat as a money grab instead of being the power structure. So then why wouldn't the power structure want to stay? Because they know who I'm about to pass this torch to. Oh, no. They be out, they party more than they go to work. I understand party like a rock star, party hard, work hard, party hard. But it's like party, work a little bit. Party, work a little bit. Folks out here acting like they retired working. Our folks out here retired working. Like folks is really retired working more, influencing, motivating more than people that's supposed to be working. This is crazy. So I don't get mad at them older folks that hang on to the mantle and be like, if I pass the torch, man, you just don't know. You don't know what I might be, not making happen. You don't know. I'm just saying something. I ain't talking about just in life. Come on now, I'm worldly, beloveds. Right? Cause some of y'all be wondering, why don't just take this? Why don't they just that? Yeah, you don't know what crazy, just waiting in the wind. Just crazy. Just back crazy. So that's why we keep going with them. Flush them out like this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this week, man, I got a good healthy couple of OGs out there step out, speaking their piece. Been speaking their piece, that's a beautiful thing. So hopefully in the next week, set it off. I'll push these questions out there. And the ether and so many of y'all, we set up these Zooms and stuff. We ain't gotta connect, but we know the deal. As we talking, like, it's things now. Who that community you wanna vote for? Got these terms coming up. You know what I'm talking about? That's important. I know. We just sitting back and stuff like that. Regulating the measurements of our same page. Because we do this. We make this happen. I am one quick, y'all better know it. If I put some juju out there, I'm going to come back and say, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do my homework some more. I heard some flip-flop, the Supreme Court say something, I don't know, I gotta check the guidance first. So. Allegedly. I went hard on a lot of political folks out there, Stacey Abrams being one out there, things like that. I don't like anybody. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It got to do with taking away. And you see the people out here in the streets, man. People out here struggling. People out here speaking their peace, losing out here and da. And then you find out, man, people got bank account full and overseas accounts and party like a rock star over here and Duke Arndale and King and Ali. You know what I'm saying? That's horrifying, man. You know what I'm talking about? And then you wonder why. Look, and you want to know. I ain't mad at the Somalians. I don't know why anybody else is. I'm gonna say it. I ain't mad at them. I'm just looking at them like, damn it. That was sports cars and shit. What foreign aid? I know foreign aid push and stuff like that. But like T-Rex say, if your government allowed, what you can do? Your government allowed. I mean, people allowed. I ain't pointing no fingers, stuff like that. We wouldn't get mad if Governor Abbott say, yeah, you know, open the cotton reparation gate. Which one of y'all gonna be like, I'm taking my Lambo back. I'm taking my house back. I don't want the meal. It boo-boo all over. Sean, I don't want that meal. It boob too big. Ears too big. I don't want that. You know us. Mess around, start getting, I don't want that. I ain't asked for that. I might have wanted it in 1950. Can you put that in a Bitcoin? Give me a stock. That's what we need. Give us a stock. Give us a stock, man. Give us some points on these stocks. Yeah, everybody gonna be on there anyway. Digital. Welcome to the digital fleet. Digital. Welcome to. So one said because one only understands finer tasting like they never scratched that ground like this. And I ain't making no shots at you, big guy. You just didn't. You know, I can count probably how many times on my hand you done fell down to the ground. But watch this. So when you ain't got that taste down here, you really don't. You can't tell. You know what I'm talking about? We got that taste up there because we understand the factitious type of imagination we live in. That's the importance of being so spiritual as you can get, is because you understand rich only relates to a thought, man. Grab that. Rich relate to how you feel, how you personify yourself. You know what I'm saying? You talking about? You got to know this, beloved, because watch this. The beloved show you so much when they these stars are actual ones that get out there and shine like that. When you look at somebody like Illmatic or something like that, I hold them up, man, because I went hard. Reflect on that past and come out there with them, you know, out there saying being young face and everything, because coming out where they was. But seeing where they are don't determine the determination factor of what you see, my fur, my berry, this, that. I take you back in my video so you can explore my scars. They got me here to be who I are. You see what I'm talking about? We forget that. Because we pass the loop to the younger babies to reflect not their past or their grind and stuff like that, but reflect their behavior, who they are, what they want, what they're capable of, and their take and all this stuff and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's that yang side, right? That side, honestly, we all gotta say we hit. Why you hit that? Because to be artful, put it in an art form. You don't want to be distasteful and things like that. But then we start mixing that when somebody like Ye come, because you're like, whoa, though, provocative. He bring that a different picture. Same picture that we seen, but it's like the yin and yang and truth of it and stuff. But guess we got to experience. You have to experience the truth in that person too, of who they are walking right now, and not demonizing them, make them crazy. It's just who they are. Different. So many who ain't. Charles Manson different from everybody else. Ain't he? Watch out. See how I go. Stop playing. I'm talking about the musician. Watch him. So this is the time also for preservation, because watch this. In these times of the elevation, so much is going to go on. So let's just say in a form of that, the beloveds that cannot handle the top heat, have to go underneath, right? So that process, think about this, in that process of doing that, that's a journey, yo. That's a difference. That's a change. What's that gonna feel like? What's that gonna be like? Don't think that there won't be no communication, touching and vast, because it will be operating in such a way that will be serving each other's purpose to exist in tumultuous, traumatic times, but changing it, because we're human beings, and what human beings do. When we find ourselves in traumatic times, Titanic, anything, what do we do? We make lemonade out of lemons, yo. That's just who we are. The AI of us will not change. Though the AI will be set to whatever it does, our AI set, it won't change. So, preserving that, but not preserving it and dwelling in it, because the beauty of so many existing down under in a different way, and then so many existing on top, and then so many existing in between, and then so many existing in full circle. Man, you finna see a lot of stuff, yo. Lot of stuff. Folks that ain't been, that dwell on top for a while, will go down to the bottom, see like, oh, I ain't never been down like Disney World. I ain't been. And then folks down there been set that stuff up to a blaze. You like, I never thought living inside the earth could ever be like. I know. We've been doing it, but yeah. Welcome to this new world. And then folks is like, is it safe to go up there? You know, we got this new skin stuff that does it. Come on up, test the new. That's why, dude. Put the lotion on your skin. That's what I'm thinking the movie was really for. He sit up there terrorizing women trying to put, well, he was. See, he was testing. I mean, it's dangerous and then it's gruesome in look, beloved. He was taking the skin. Baby. I know I done captured you in the wrong way. I know. But put the lotion on your skin. Because in 2030, I'm going to try to wear it again. You be seeing your skin all in jars and stuff like that. From 1920 and 1900. You know what I'm talking about, them spikes, man. Y'all better stop playing. This is nothing new. It's just Jacob. Correlate that. Jacob. Wake up. Yakub. Wake up. Yakub. Jacob. We're gonna be alright. You loving on that heat, man. Yeah. Okay. Keep loving it. When they gonna come aboard and have come aboard, and I believe, and I'm if I'm saying correctly, among you, I think it's more because of the times that it is and realizing the time that it is. Many powers have activated. It's been seen, and they too are being in line with the principles. So that's why I know this is gonna work. Some powerful beings on this planet, they can do some destructive things if they chose to, but they've allowed themselves to come in line and want, because what they understand too, just like me, you're going to use your power for to be demonstrous and things like that, and you're just not going. You're going to end up like some of these people already. That's just it. Many are seeing quick. You can't win against Most High. You just can't. Most High the Creator. So why fight the Creator? Why fight anything that believes so heavily in the Creator and knows that the Creator is the protective layer of all? You know what I'm saying? You're just not gonna win against that. So it's not. People say, "Oh, you have no fear," and nah, you still, still possess your flesh understands, but the reality of you knowing the connection you are with the Most High compared to others who really don't have a clue, and you just have to give like we talk about, wrote, because everybody's entitled to their free will. So I'm talking about. And so, operate in that fashion as best you can, as best we can. So yeah, that's it. Just natural. Anytime a retrograde come around, I understood it, but I also understood a lot of it was through the over amassing of depression that people are feeling. Of man, this is real. Coming over people. So we don't shine a light on the fact that the heaviness that folks feel. And the only encouraging thing I can tell people is, if you give up on yourself, then you give up on the chance to know your true God. If you give up on yourself, then you give up on the chance of knowing your true depths of yourself, because in the depths of wherever you go through, you find your best self, beloved. You find your best self. You find strength. You find loyalty to yourself. The same loyalty you would want. Think about that. We ask for loyalty from our friends and our moms, our dads, and things like that. But how can you do that? And how can you want that and possess that if you don't have no loyalty within yourself? So, and I understand those around me who say, these are people, these are folks that had some, transgression towards you, which on a bigger, higher scale had transgressions towards the Most High. And you have to let people deal with, their transgressions and things like that. No doubt. But if I was there to sit here and not think that, taking the instructions for why these scriptures are filled up with words, why they filled up with parodies and so much wanting to be answered, needing to be answered, needing to be healed, needing to be gaps, needing to be filled. By the energy. To bring so much holistic, religious, functional, clinical prescription to harmonize the human being. Because we knew through all this journey, traumatic times would hit the masses, and we'd all resonate and equate at the same time, synchronicity, right? Today it almost feels like what affects one's house affects the others. Not purposely, it's just, that zodiac wheel, it's only 12. We talked about it. 12 personalities. So it's like every 12th house, you know what I'm talking about? Go back to the original. Every 12th house, go back to the original. Every 12th person. See how it goes? Benefits of learning that. There's so many 73, 72 pieces that we broke down into that create that zodiac. Reading all, not just that one, that Virgo, understanding that Leo, other sides of it. being able to, we call ourselves triggers, trigger one, trigger one, trigger one, trigger. But that's real right now. It's like who got their hand on your trigger? See how it goes? Who got their hand on your trigger? Answer that right there. Because it's your trigger. Trigger one, trigger one, trigger one. Who got the hand on your trigger? Because only you should be able to pull your trigger. Well, we learning that. Because we ain't perfect at it. Don't get me twisted. Some folks can pull my trigger. For sure. But to what point? What scale? How far? What's the measurement? How long will I let it go? Because it always have to have a purpose. When I found out the purpose, then I could dilute the situation. Because that ain't gonna serve me anyway. If I react or not. You know what I'm talking about? So, elevated mind, that's all. We will encompass on the 5-10 year mark of the violence of knocking self out because the elevated intelligence of ourselves. Yeah, it just makes sense. Come on, beloved. Y'all know that, man. Tell the truth. We really gonna sit up here and let ChatPat and AI and all that shit outtake us? I'll do our AI minds? Nah, we ain't that type of society. We compete on each other. Think about that. You think maybe we might be competing against the wrong thing. She said collective minds. Yeah. Not saying that we have to compete against AI anymore, but maybe we do because we still want to keep that natural formula and natural understanding. We still want to keep an existence with ourselves and to keep our existence on a longevity type thing and not be non-existent and let AI permeate it and it just be like 5 or 6 people on the land and AI taking care of everybody. Like, how that look like? What the hell that look like? Yeah. Mm-hmm. How many of y'all, if a world was established above our heads, like it's gonna be, I say like 1,000, 12,000. I'm gonna be up there, live up there. Wouldn't mind living up there like that, among the clouds. Yeah. Yeah. It's reality. You gotta flip that Independence Day. Blow mind, show, blow mind, Sean, blow mind. The movie saying it for itself. Did anybody see that? Bear witness to it. Say it again. Independence Day. Them directors, boy, they'll blow you out the water, won't they? But somebody able to bring me back. You going fishing? I just did. Caught a big one. Humanity. Human beings. Independence Day. Yeah. You're gonna be up there living and flying and stuff. Beauty of your world in so many ways that being autonomous industrial complex, whatever they call it, like Dr. Wilson, where that a set of folks that don't adhere to the gravitation, the laws of inner government, but govern itself on the outer realms for the galactic, the universal laws. They understand. So when the whole thing of sending so many up to whatever heights and be up there and then bring you down and all that stuff to acclimatize you and stuff like that. So when you get to start living up there like that, they can break out and say, oh yeah, here we go. All kinds of, watch all the technology to come out. And you're like, where y'all build this thing at? And you're gonna be living all in it. You're like, We're gonna be on. And then all of a sudden, you're gonna be wearing them colors, them Star Trek color clothes. Yeah. Yeah. How the hell we getting? I get this George Jetson hat on me. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Alright, let me get up out of here, man. I ain't even got no water in my damn thing. Buzz naked up in the toilet. Buzz! I wonder if Buzz brought me from the moon, Buzz naked. Hell, boy! You're giving them hell, boy!
$3,340 in Social Security, and you're a senior on Medicare or Medicaid. Here's some fantastic news. They've recently.
Man, I'm trying to see if I need to call Social Security. Y'all think I need to call Social Security so I can get my mama Social Security? Well, we ain't gonna need no Social Security, man. You gonna get. Ooh.
I'm strongly concerned that we're getting away from critical thought and into censorship.
From the 1800s until the early 1900s, thousands of native people were held at Fort Marion, now called Castillo de San Marcos. The fortress, built in the early 1600s, is one of the many sites with signage flagged as unpatriotic, following a March executive order from President Donald Trump. The executive order calls for all federal sites, including those managed
You know what I don't like about us? This is what I don't like about us, y'all. And it's not, well, yeah, our society. We be getting, you see all these Indians and stuff, and they be black as hell. Like, damn, Sean, man, Indian blacker than you out there. Yeah, y'all know, if people know. So then why our movies, we don't update our movies like as we go on. Like, we know what Jesus look like, his color, afro. Come on out, Jesus. Throw out, Jesus. Them black Indians. Come on. Cowboy and Indians, let's get it right. And some of them cowboy and Indians, before you know it, you're like, it'd be black cowboys fighting black cowboys. Yeah, for the cowboys and Indians. We the ones stunned that. Never get it wrong. Anyway, I was just that's one. Love y'all out there, man. Y'all Bath and Body. Frequency tune in. Hope y'all having a great week. What's today? Anybody know? I hope it ain't the 5th. It is, Sean. I think it is. Take it slow. We got that retrograde coming like that, right? It's at the 8th day, right? Just keep tuning the spirit in, man. Keep your body in line. Take it slow. So many dimensions just running through this right here. So just take it slow. Take your time. It would be great if you gravitate to the Most High, and it'd be great if, keep it like Beloved say, don't be looking for something that's gonna come and save anything. We're gonna save ourselves. I mean, that's just, I don't know. I hope you just ain't that. Right? If you're in that fantasy world that somebody gonna come out the sky and change this and change that, and some things gonna change, and you supposed to change with it, us. All right. So in that order, and then unifying as much as we can without taking each other through the madness, all right? Because it's gonna, the aura itself and everything around it's gonna make it madness with, what they say, settle minds, calm minds prevail, things like that. So that's where we want to be, all right? So you can make it to the next level, purging in some ways, but I'm good. So much love. Y'all stay good to yourself. And I love and peace.